Hey guys, it's Jess, and this is part 1 of the October Orchid updates. And part 1 is only going to be about Catasetums or Catasetnae, like all the ones I have, and I have 21 of them. And it was watering day for them, so I decided just to make the update today since it's better than actually just looking at the catasetums in the shelves, and you'll get to see those that have like little bumps, which I'm hoping are spikes. So yeah, sorry for the bad lighting. I'm away from the window and yeah, it's bad lighting. So let's go down and check out the orchids. Okay, so this is all 21 of them. So yeah, I have them like in 3 distinct rows. Is that what they're called? Just so I remember what level they were. Like all the ones all the way in the back, these are like on the floor level. Then these, the middle row, is on the, I guess, the second level, and then this one's on the highest level, the first row. So yeah, just so I remember, because if I don't remember where they are, I'm just gonna put them anywhere, and I don't want to do that, just so the orchids don't start leaning the opposite way they're already leaning, if that makes sense, because they tend to lean towards the light, like this one right here. Yeah, they lean towards the light, so I don't want to like put it on the wrong spot, because I don't know, the bulb might start getting like all like deformed and stuff, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so we'll start with I guess the highest level first, and let's see. I'll start with this one. This one's still like in the cup because it was drying out. So okay. Oh my God, I always drop them. Okay, and this one's also like, yeah, you'll see what. I'll show you where this one always falls to. So this one is Catasetum Frilidoris SVO2 crossed with Clowesia Upper Echelon SVO Sunblast. And oh my God, I thought it was gonna fall again. And oh, it's really blurry. Okay, there you go. This one is still dripping water, just dripped on my pants, but this one's actually not growing like a spike or anything. So here it is. It's kind of starting to go dormant. Like you can kind of tell them from like the tips, like the lower leaves are getting these. Like the tips are starting to dry off already. So, oh my God, this is horrible quality. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I put flash. Hopefully that helps, which I think it does. It makes it a bit brighter. But yeah, that was the first one. As you can see, it was the Catasetum Frilidoris SVO2 crossed with Clowesia Upper Echelon SVO Sunblast. Most of these are from SVO. Yeah, and I'll tell you the ones that aren't from SVO. If I don't say where they're from Sunset Valley. So this one's the second one, the one that always falls down, because for some reason, look at this. Just moving the bulb a little bit. I don't know, maybe it's how the roots, you kind of see right there, how the roots kind of aren't supporting it from the back. So, let me see. I don't want to, jeez, this is harder. Okay, this one is the Fred Clarkiera Midnight Lace SVO crossed with Catasetum Frilidoris SVO. Yeah. And this one's ready to fall, like this leaf. But yeah, this one actually has 2 growths. It has this one, and it has this one. Oh my God. Yeah, you know what? Let me put it in the cups just so it doesn't keep falling. Yeah. This one actually has 2 growths, and I think both of them are coming from the oldest pseudobulb. This one's definitely smaller. I don't know why, but whatever. And this one's clearly huge in comparison. And I think, yeah, this one is growing something, which I think it's, here you see that bump right there? Look at that. Come on, focus. Yeah, right there, you see that bump? That's something, that's just not like a bump. And yeah, this one might potentially grow spike. Let me keep them in a line just so I remember. This one is still dripping water, but this one is one that I got from Rare Earth Orchids, and I still haven't put the name on the tag. So I want to say this one is Jamie Lawson, but give me a second, let me check. Okay, so this one doesn't say if it's a Catasetum, but I'm pretty sure it's a Catasetum Jamie Lawson XOXO. And this is one of the bigger ones I got from Rare Earth Orchids, and it's not doing anything at all. It just dropped 2 leaves, and the back bulb hasn't plumped up at all, but I don't expect it to. So I have a feeling this new bulb won't grow as big as the old one. Just look at the difference. And since it's already dropped 2 leaves, who knows, but the tips, like, they're not, only this one's turning yellow and the rest are green. So I'm still fertilizing it. You can kind of see like the yellow right here, the yellow little things. Those are the time release fertilizers. So I'm still fertilizing it. So hopefully it keeps growing. I don't expect a spike from this one. It's still adjusting to my my environment as compared to how the previous grower had it, I guess. So put this one away, and this one is also one from Rare Earth Orchids, and this one is, what number is this? This is 29. So this one's Catasetum Chuck Taylor, and this one was definitely one of the smaller ones, and kind of see nothing is really happening. So it keeps turning blurry for some reason. But yeah, this little, I guess, growth, I have definitely noticed in the past few weeks. Well, I haven't had it for that long probably, but in the past like maybe week and a half or so, the bulb, the new bulb, I guess, it has definitely started to plump up or something, because it wasn't this plump. I don't know, I can kind of notice a difference, but then again, I look at my orchids the same, like every day, so you can definitely notice a difference when something is happening. So hopefully this one doesn't die off, because I'm really scared of the smaller ones I got from Rare Earth Orchids, just because I feel like they won't survive. This one is, hold on, it was still dripping. This one is, I think it's, what is this one? This one is Clawesia Pierre Corée, or Corette, but I think it's Corée. And this one's the one that had like the, let me see, focus, the leaf, I guess rot. You can kind of see, like, the bulb itself is not rotting. So yeah, I'm still watering the orchid, as you can kind of see, and I'm still fertilizing it, just because it definitely wasn't done with its growing. Like, look at the old one, the old bulb, and look at the new one. So it's definitely not done growing, and since I've watered it, like, I never stopped watering it, I have noticed that the bulb has gotten bigger. So I mean, it's working. It's definitely not rotting. And if it does start rotting, I think I notice. No new roots or anything like that. So hopefully this one doesn't die, because I'm really scared for this one. This one does have the possibility of going to orchid heaven. So yeah, I was really excited to get this one, but hopefully it survives. And this one, the next one, is one of my favorites, just because it has 2 of my right now favorite orchids, or Catasetums, and this one is the Clawesia Pierre Corée Flamingo Spots which I've been looking for, but I can't find anywhere. So if you guys do see it somewhere, let me know, because I want a division of it, or I want a seedling or something. And then this one is the cross with Catasetum Orchid Debut Ranches, which is so pretty. Like, it's so pretty. Anyways, this one, I had originally said that when I first saw it, that it looked like the new growth was growing from this one, and this one was growing also from the old one, but the smaller one, I guess, is not growing from this bulb. It's actually growing from, let's see, do you see that right there, right here in the middle? That's a small bulb, and it's growing from that. So maybe it's two plants in one, or maybe that small one is the original bulb, and then the old one, this one, came from the smaller one here. So who knows? I'll definitely know when I unpot these and see if they're together. But anyways, this one is growing something. You see that bump right there? It's hard to tell. But yeah, it's hard to tell with the flash. But actually the what is it called? The little bulb has actually broken from, I don't know. So one, I've noticed that the new, I guess, spike or whatever is growing has actually broken the skin of the pseudobulb. So there's definitely something growing there. It recently did that, so it's definitely going to take a while to grow into something. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with the first level, so move all this so I can get to the second level. Okay. Kind of wet here still from the watering. Okay, the next row is, start with this one, and this one's the Clarkiera. Yeah, this is a French name, and I'll just show you guys because the first time I said it when I got it, it was so bad. I'm not gonna embarrass myself again. But yeah, here it is. Also from SVO. So this one's not doing anything that I've noticed. I thought I saw something, but never mind. Oh, it's really blurry. There, nope. Okay, yeah, it hasn't, well, the leaf got in the way. This one hasn't done anything, it's just growing, which hopefully it grows a spike or something, but we don't want no pressure, even though I want a spike. Yeah. Let's see. This one is the Catasetum pileatum dinner plate crossed with Catasetum pileatum jumbo green gold, and it's not doing much. It's lost majority of its leaves, and it's starting to look like kind of like an onion. Yeah, it's not doing anything. I haven't noticed a spike or anything, so hopefully that develops something. Let's see, the next one is, oh geez, I was gonna drop another orchid. Catasetum ferlidoris SVO2 crossed with Clowesia upper echelon Sunblast. This, I have another one of these that I've mentioned already. It's one of the bigger ones. I actually think it's not the one that tips over, but I think it's like the first one I mentioned. The bigger one, the first one I mentioned, I got that one as gift from Fred Clark. I'm guessing because of the amount of orchids I had ordered on the order. And this one, I didn't know that the upper echelon crossed with, what is it, Ferlidoris. I didn't know that that was coming in as gift, so I had gone in and ordered this one too with a few other ones because I love both of like the parents. So I decided to buy it, and then I got a nice surprise when I got the first order because I noticed I got a gift from him. It was the one that I had bought like the day before. So yeah, let's keep going. This one hasn't done anything either. Yeah, it actually hasn't lost like any. You can kind of see here. Look at the leaves. They're like so green and it's blurry. Yeah. I haven't lost a single leaf on this one, so it's still definitely on not active growth, but still, I guess, maturing, hardening off the bulb. So, yeah, this one's still growing, like no signs of dormancy yet. And this one has only lost one leaf too, and this one is Orchids, Desert Tenor, Freckled, crossed with Catasetum, Orchid Glade, Davy Ranches. And look at this. I haven't, like, none of my other orchids, I think, have eyes like these. It has bigger eyes. I don't know, maybe it's gonna grow something from that. That's why it's, like, so big, but who knows? Yeah, it hasn't done anything besides loose, like, 2 leaves. So it's still doing its thing. And this one actually has the lightest color of leaves in the collection, and that's how it came. So maybe it was definitely getting a lot of sun wherever it was in Sunset Valley Orchids. Okay, the next one is Catasetum Fongsing, and this is one of the orchids I saw from the Facebook group that I needed to have. So this leaf is drying off already, and this one actually has 2 old spikes. Wait, is it? No, it's 1 actually. Like, that's an old spike. I hadn't noticed it the first time when I had checked it out, but that's definitely an old spike in the middle right there. And a little surprise. I'm pretty sure you guys can see it. You guys see that? That is a spike. Sorry, my hands are really shaky. But yeah, that's a spike right there. Growing. It has, like, its tip is green. So I'm really excited about that one. This one is Orchid After Hours SVO Way Good, crossed with Catasetum, John C. Burchett, Ursa Major. And it's one of the, actually I think this is one of the orchids that I got on my very first order from them. So yeah. This one has only lost 1 leaf, but that's probably due to the transit, like when it came here from California to Indiana, because look, that's the only sign of dormancy, that little tip right there. So this one's not doing anything. Look at that. Remember, like, jeez, come on, focus. Remember, like, 2 orchids ago I said something about having big eyes on a Catasetum? This one apparently also has them. I forgot about this one. Focus. Oh my god, is it gonna focus? Okay, well, yeah. It has big eyes too, and yeah. This one's not, hold on. I think I saw something. That, this eye was swollen up or something, but it wasn't. It kind of looks like it, but it doesn't look green, so it might just be like a normal eye. And the eyes are like those little, let me try to show you. You can kind of see underneath the whitish part. Those are the eyes of the orchid, and on the eyes, that's where you get the spikes and the new growths. That's what I mean by eyes. I'm sorry I didn't say this earlier if you didn't know. The next one is going to be from Rare Earth Orchids too, and this one has definitely plumped up its little pseudobulb that it has, but it doesn't have a lot of roots. I think it only has like a few good roots. Ooh, that looks like worm. That's nasty. But that's a root. Yeah. It doesn't have a lot of roots, which is why the leaves are really like saggy. So please grow more roots so you don't die off. And this one is, let me see, 144. This is a Clowesia upper echelon. So yeah, here it is. I still water it the normal way. It's not rotting or anything. It's the same as the other ones I got from Rare Earth Orchids. This one is Catasetum Karen Armstrong SVO crossed with Catasetum Alexa Goodwin. And if you guys remember from like when I got this one had, I think it's this one actually. Is it this side? No, I think it's this side right here. This one had like a weird growth that I said looked like a new growth, but actually it wasn't. It looked like maybe it was a new growth or it was a spike, but it had been like eaten by something, definitely, or maybe damaged. But I'm definitely saying it was probably munched on by like a little critter or something. And here you can come on, focus. This one is an old spike right here. So it's definitely spiked before. I think this one is an Catasetum that spikes like 3 to 4 times. So yeah, I don't see any spikes yet on this one, but I mean, look at the leaves. Like, they look good, so. Okay, that was my second row, so let me move all the orchids now so we can go into the third row, or the lower level of it. And there's still a bunch of water. These are dripping, so. Okay. We'll start, I guess, with this side. And this one is my first dormant bulb, and this one is Catasetum pileatum variation or variety, whatever you want to call it. Imperial, whatever. Yeah. And this one is so good. Like, it's not doing anything. It's not growing a spike. I'll definitely notice if something is growing because come on, focus. Because the bulb is going to start shriveling if it's starting to do something. So if it's starting to grow a spike or a new growth for some reason, the bulb will definitely start shriveling up. As you can kind of see, you can kind of hear too. I haven't watered this orchid since it lost its last leaf. So it's just sitting on my desk. Like no direct sunlight. And no water at all. So yeah. This one I got from Clown Alley Orchids, and this one's actually the one that came with 2 snails. I did have it in kind of like isolation, like away from the other orchids, just in case it had like some other like snail or something that I had missed. But it's clean out, so it joined the society that I have. And this one is Clowesia Grace Dunn Chad's Fords. And this one is so cool. It kind of reminds me of Grapefruit Pink. Clowesia Grapefruit Pink. Yeah, except it's white, but it still has I heard it has like a really lemony smell. So not doing anything. Like the orchid itself came shriveled like that. Like the old was not that shriveled, but look at the new one. The new one's kind of shriveled up, so yeah, it's not plumping up, but it's going into dormancy. As you can see, it only has 2 leaves left, so it's a matter of time before it goes dormant. The next one is pretty big too. This is the Catasetum Frilly Doors SVO2 crossed with Clowesia Upper Echelon Sun Blast. Wait, did I not introduce this one first? Let me see. I'm kind of confused. I thought this one was... Yeah. Oh my god. Damn it. Sorry. It always happens to me. Like, let me see. Yeah, this was the same one. Do I have 3 of these? Let me see. I thought I really thought I only had 2. Okay, I have 3? Let's see. Yeah, Upper Echelon. It's SVO2, the same one. Okay, apparently I have 3 of these. One of them definitely was a gift, which might have been this one, because I know I got the bigger one as a gift. So, oh my god, I have 3 now. That's okay, that's weird. I definitely thought I only had 2, but I must have bought one that I hadn't remembered. So I definitely have to start making like a list or something of all the orchids I have, so I don't buy doubles like I apparently did. So let me move this back where it was. So yeah, here it is, a triplet. Catasetum fritidoris, SVO2, crossed with Clowesia upper echelon, SVO sunblast. But I'm not that disappointed that I got 2, except that I could have gotten a new orchid. But the chances of them looking alike are not high, just because they are from seed. They are gonna vary because they have 2 different parents. So they can vary in color and shape, in the frilliness of it, because it does have fritidoris as a parent, and fritidoris is frilly, as the name says. This one's not doing anything, yeah. It's just growing still. And the next one is Ferclarchiera Saturn Sky SVO Super Select, crest with Catasetum Season Fuchs Burgundy Chips. And can you see right here? Right here. Oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to say that. You see right here by my finger? That is a bump. So, come on, focus. Okay, yeah, that's a bump. So hopefully that's a spike growing, because it's been there since I got it, but then again, I didn't get it a long time ago. I recently got it, maybe within the past 3 weeks or month. So yeah, that one has a bump on its one of the eyes. So hopefully that's a spike. And this one is Clowesia Rebecca Northern Grapefruit Pink, crossed with Catasetum Spritzia SVO Gold. And not doing anything either. It's just growing. Yeah, it only lost one of its leaves. So, yeah. This one is... oh. Come on. Catasetum denticulatum SVO2, crossed with itself. And... focus. It's not doing anything at all. But I'm really excited to get to bloom this one, because this is also another orchid that I saw on the Facebook group that I was dying to have. So yeah, can't wait for that one to bloom. And I got this one. This one is the last one, I think. And this one is the Mani. I always say it wrong. This is the Manierara Millennium Magic Witchcraft. And you can kind of see, look, the bulb is starting to shrivel up a bit, even though I always water it. So it's never dry, but I think it's like really, it's starting to get shriveled up just because it's spending a lot of its energy on the buds. Let's look at the buds. It has how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 buds. And look at that. They're pretty big. None of them have opened up a single bit, but then again, it only started getting that deep, like, purple color maybe like 2 weeks ago, so they were green before, or the greenish yellow that it grows from. But yeah, hopefully it opens up soon, because the buds are pretty big, pretty fat. So hoping that they open because I can't wait. I got this one from Orchids by Hauserman. I didn't get it from SVO. And it came to me in a spike. With a spike, yeah, a small spike, probably the size of maybe the first node right here. And it's grown all this in, how many? I don't even know. I've had it maybe for a month and a half, I want to say. So it's grown all this in that time, which is fast because if you have like Phalaenopsis orchids, you know they take forever to grow that spike and to bloom. So this is pretty fast. This is why I like these type of orchids, Catasetum orchids. To show you guys how long this one is, look at it. So it's pretty long. Okay, I'm sorry. I felt like this one deserved more of a spotlight because it's the first ever Catasetnae type that I have in bud, in spike at all. Well, not counting the potential ones that I saw while we were doing the updates, but yeah, here it is. I felt like I needed more of a spotlight, so I'll definitely make a video once it blooms. But yeah, that was my first part 1 Catasetum, no, part 1, my October orchid updates. I can't think for some reason. Yeah, and I'm gonna probably put this one up today, and then I'll put the second one, part 2, tomorrow. Part 2 is gonna be about everything else that I have. So yeah, if you guys did like the video, please leave a like, and if you have any other videos or comments at any other videos that you guys want me to do, please leave a comment. And if you guys just want to talk to me, also leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. Thank you guys.